Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razor and I am a JRPG guy. Welcome back to Unicorn Overlord. And if you predicted that we'd be doing rapport conversations in this episode, you'd be correct. We're going to continue to do more rapport conversations. The first one in this episode is Fran and Virginia. Their first and only conversation. Let's check it out. Stress is a killer. Wow. Bossy. Always talking about bandits attacking in this. Like, it seems like a lot of the rapport conversations are about bandits. What if bandits attack? You would think it'd be more about, like, Zenora. What if Zenora attacks? But instead it's just all about bandits. And I feel like a lot of these rapport conversations just like not Star Ocean, what am I talking about? Fire Emblem. The support conversations in Fire Emblem were very entertaining. Like all of them were entertaining, you know. I love to do them, you know, in the Fire Emblem games. Because it was quality over quantity. And so it never felt like a chore to do the support conversations in Fire Emblem. In this game, there's just so many of them that it kind of feels like a chore to do them all. But at least they allow you to skip them. And I know I could skip them, but I'm not going to do that because my goal in making these videos is to show as much of the game as humanly possible. That's my goal when I started this channel, and was my goal in the past. Like when I was younger, I would, you know, do everything. I've been a completionist since 2001 when I started playing JRPGs. Anyway, conversation here between Kitra and Miriam. And I always do an asterisk on completionist. If I don't 100% a game, it'll be 99.9% complete. That's what I always try to say. Because admittedly, there was some playthroughs where I missed some things or whatever. But I try not to miss anything important, you know. In this game, no missables at all, pretty much. There were some characters that were missable, but it'd be very hard to miss recruiting the characters. It's kind of obvious how to recruit them, you know. But yeah, whenever I do a review of this game, it's going to be very... I already know what I'm giving this game, and I'm not going to say it in this video, obviously, because it's not the final episode. But in the final episode, I always review the game. And, well, during the credits, I usually review the game. And, yeah, let's just say this game's going to get a very high rating. Okay, we got a conversation over here as well. And another one, wow. Melisandre and Colm, okay, in the weird place to have a conversation in the freezing snow. What the hell? Yep, she's loyal to you just as much as you're loyal to her. Yeah, I fight these invisible enemies. Damn rogues from World of Warcraft. But I guess in this game it'd be the best rules. Don't worry, Colm. She's a sword master. She can handle herself. Sword master is like one of the best classes in the game, in my opinion. If I had to do a tier list of the classes in this game, I'd give sword master an S easily. Like, there'd be no doubt in my mind. Because they can kill enemies before they get a chance to attack, which is what makes them really good. There was a stat in Naruto Online called Initiative. And it was literally the best stat in Naruto Online. People would literally build their teams around initiative. The higher the initiative, whoever had the higher initiative won the battle. And that's how it works in this game too. Higher initiative allows you to win the battles. You kill the enemy before they kill you. It's as simple as that. Or you kill the enemy before they hit you, I guess, would be a better way of saying that. And, yeah, it's just how it was designed, you know. And I could bring up other... Like, this game could be compared to Naruto Online. Like, you can compare this game to Naruto Online. And the reason I'm comparing it to Naruto Online is because I have over 700 Naruto Online videos on my channel. It's the game I played the most on this channel. I played it for 3 years on this channel. Anyway, Bertrand and Goebel. This game has units. And in Naruto Online, you have one unit, you know. You have one unit. Unless you're doing Great Ninja War, then you have, or you're doing rank battle, then you have, in rank battle you have multiple units. But yeah. So very similar, in the at least for the whole unit thing anyway. But not really similar in any other way, really. Just how the units are, just how the unit system works is similar. Other than that, there's not really any other comparisons between the two. Tradesman Blood. If those two were to get into a fight, Bertrand would dominate because the werewolf wouldn't be able to do any damage to Bertrand. And I love Goble as well. It sucks that his class is just not that great. You would think a werewolf class would be a lot better, you know. But I'd give it like probably a C or a B tier, honestly. Just being honest. He already is your shield. You guys are in the same unit. And you have one of my favorite units as well. It's my Bestial unit. And it's a really powerful unit. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think he could prevent someone from stealing because of how slow he is. People could just run circles around him. Okay, Bertrand and Leia. They probably only have one conversation, I'd imagine. Another one with Bertrand. Excuse me, sorry about that. Got the hiccups. Well, one hiccup anyway. Yeah, his son passed away, unfortunately. That's gotta be rough for him too. Like, if there's any parents out there who've lost their kids, man, I feel sorry for you. Like, that's bad. That's terrible. I don't have any kids myself, nor do I plan to have any. I don't plan to have any at all, ever. because I don't really care about all that crap. But I can imagine how bad it would be if I did have a kid and my kid passed away. I'd be heartbroken. But I'm happy not having a kid. I'd feel responsible if, like, the thing about it is, if I had a kid and he did something really bad, I would be the one to, like, I would just feel awful about it. Like, I'd put all the blame on myself, you know? Even though I didn't do anything wrong, but I would still put all the blame on myself. It's just how I am. Like, I'd be like, I failed raising him or whatever, him or her. How's Goble doing? Also, I'll be honest with you viewers, I'm not a big fan of babies either. But yeah, I'd be a good dad. I know I'd be a good dad if I did ever have a kid, but I I I don't really want to be honest. I'm too old for that right at this time. I'm 35 years old, so I think it's a little too late. Too little, too late. I mean, my mom had me when she was like in her 30s, but still. I think I would have been more inclined to have a kid if I had a brother or sister, but I never had a brother or sister. Because let's say I had a brother or sister, right? And then they had a kid. That would make me want to have a kid, you know? Because you kind of want to follow in the footsteps of your brother or sister. And also, if I was older than my brother or sister, I'd want to set a good example, you know, and have a kid. And then maybe they would want to have a kid as well, you know. But yeah, if I had a brother and sister and they were older than me, and they had a kid, then I'd want to have a kid myself, you know. I never had that though, you know. So and I do talk a lot in my videos, but I'm not a very talkative person in real life. I have my thought process is I only speak unless I'm spoken to. That's how I've always been. I'm always been like that. I won't say a word unless someone says something to me first. Anyway, Kitra and Miriam. And with women, you're never going to get a woman unless you talk to them first. You know, it's impossible. Like, a woman's not just going to come up to you and be like, hey, it's just not going to happen, you know? So, But that's just my take on everything. I also think that relationships nowadays are toxic as well and everything, so you have to deal with all that shit too. But yeah, Bertrand got me on a ramble. But back to the game now. I'm done talking about that shit. Toxic. I'm talking about relationships nowadays, I mean. Not having a kid. Obviously having a kid's not toxic. I think having a kid is great. For other people anyway. For me, I don't really care. But I think it's great that other people have kids. But relationships are definitely toxic nowadays. My generation kind of started it, and Gen Z kind of finished it off. I'm a millennial, and we are the predecessors of Gen Z, and yeah, we were close to being far gone, but Gen Z is definitely far gone. And it's not Gen Z's fault either, it's social media's fault, but which is why I barely ever go on Twitter and shit. I don't consider YouTube a social media platform. I guess you could consider it one though. But I just consider it a site to post videos and not really get into all the drama that you have on social media. But I am glad that social media exists though. I mean, even with all the bad, I think social networks are essential for people. Humans are social creatures, even though I'm not. I don't really talk a whole lot in real life. I'm a very social awkward, got social anxiety and everything. Which is kind of why I love making videos so much, because it allows me to, you know, talk and everything. And if you noticed, when I reply to somebody, I'll reply with like a damn paragraph and shit, because that's my way of socializing, you know, because I don't socialize in real life. I don't have many friends, nor do I really want any friends. I feel like you can make it through life without friends, to be honest. But that's enough rambling. Damn Bertrand. I blame Bertrand for my rambling. Anyway, we got a conversation, Kitra and Virginia. I think Virginia is the same class as the Queen, right? Who were in control of Elaine's mom. I think they're the same class, right? Bum bum. Yeah, she is pretty nice. Okay, Melisandre and Senatio or Senatio, however you pronounce his name. Here it is right here. Oh, Savior. Elaine's in this conversation as well. Better gather, Melisandre's about to show up, Elaine. She's going to hit on Elaine. Oh, she's going to try to get him to talk to Elaine. Wow. It's all about Elaine. Wanting Elaine to herself. I don't think Elaine is gay though, so I don't think you have anything to worry about. Or he might be, I don't know. What do I know? Yeah, I wonder why. Because you're too damn desperate. Not even I'd go after a desperate woman. Like when you come off as when you come off as desperate, you're not gonna get anybody. It's not gonna happen. Because people don't like that shit. Okay, Ocles and Rhaenys. First and only conversation. Annoying ass Rhaenys with the damn blind shit. That blind bullshit pissed me off. Blind a whole row of enemies. It's crazy. Yeah, she does. She always talks about Ocles. She's a female simp for Ocles. Okay, Ocles and Bertrand. First and only conversation. Okay, this is Ocles and Senatio. Their first conversation and their only conversation as well. Macy on there, guys. Getting hot in here. Look how small that fountain is over to the right. It's like tiny. You can barely see it, and it's all blurry. Alright, now we'll do the one with Bertrand, wherever the hell it's at. Oh, it's over here. Bertrand and Ocles. Yep, this is a Featherfolk area. What do you expect? Oh, poor Bertrand. That's not how it works, bro. This is Ecclesia's final conversation, by the way. She don't have any more with anybody else. Yeah, except your shield's nowhere near as big as his. His shield's like twice the size of yours. Alright, Monica and Ramona, of all people. Handcrafted love potions. Probably because she's still in love with Clive. Okay, that was a pretty short one. Now it's Monica's last conversation as well. Did all of hers. Yep, all of hers are done. Tatiana has one more as well with Ridiel. Got a bruise on her. Kicked by... Oh, shit. God, that's bad. She got kicked by a horse, guys. That's gotta hurt like hell. They hit like... Horses hit like Mack trucks. Not that I would know anything about that. I've never been hit by a horse before, but... Like, if you get trampled by a horse, you could die. Like, they can actually kill you. If they trample you. They'd have to, like, you know, trample on your head or whatever, but... They can kill you. It's possible to die. From a horse going crazy, you know. I'm sure you've seen in movies or TV shows where a horse goes crazy. They're very dangerous. Not like... It's only if... Like I guess a good example would be... If something like causes it to go crazy, like I don't know, like a snake. Like it sees a snake and a snake's like slithering up on it. It might make it go crazy and start, you know, jumping around and shit. You know, I'm just using it as an example. They're obviously not dangerous creatures in terms of like a normal horse ain't gonna harm you in any way, you know. But if it gets frightened, it could go crazy and start jumping up and down and stuff. Not to mention they could toss you off of them and you could hit your head on something and that could kill you as well. The impact of hitting your head. Believe it or not, you can actually die by, like, you can fall off a bike, smack your head if you're not wearing a helmet, and you could die from that. So that's why you should always wear your helmets when you're riding a bike. So, but yeah, radio made me go on a tangent again, guys. This time I'm talking about horses. We're narrowing them down, guys. We're getting there. Okay, Virginia and Leia, their first conversation, they have two of them. Wherever I can see you, because I want to stalk you all day. Even when you're in the shower, stalking outside outside spying on you. When you're sleeping, Leia's got both her eyes on you. When you're having sex with one of the other allies, Leia's gonna be there watching. She might start masturbating to that. There's a black market dealer up there. Okay, Virginia and Leia. Second conversation. Their last one. Right here it is, next to the fort in Cornea. This is where Virginia's from. She actually moved to Drakenhold. She's actually the niece of the Queen. So she's Elaine's cousin. I think is how it is. If I'm not mistaken. Sudden craving for fish. Imagine if that was cock instead of fish. Got a sudden craving for cock. I'm sure some of the people in our group would like that. I'm sure there'd be plenty of guys in our group to give her said cock. Productive journey. Because she's a female simp. That's why. Wow. Gonna request more things now. Alright, Virginia and Unifi. And this was Virginia's final conversation. She's literally done with this. Here it is right here in Bastorius. Ugh. That's nasty. I ain't about to eat no damn bugs. It's a lot of protein though. Wow. That was a pretty short one. But yeah, I would not eat bugs. It's disgusting. Alright, Leia and Gilbert. Leia's final conversation here. Oh, an Albion, okay. Talking with the leader of Drakenhold. The prince. Because there is no king right now, right? I think his father died, right? His mom as well. The queen. I don't even know who his mom and dad is though. I'm not sure if it's said or not. I think it actually did say at one point in the game, but I don't remember. I think it was during a rapport conversation, I think. But I'm not sure. Okay. Now we'll do a couple more in this episode, and then that'll be it. Okay, Prim and Dinah, they only have one conversation. This is it for Prim as well. This is Prim's final conversation. Now we also have two other ones around here, so I guess I'll do these. Yeah, I'll do these three in this episode. So this one next, Unifi and Ramona. Huh? Dinah and Prim. Yeah. Kids don't have a care in the world, and that's the way it should be. No kid should ever have to feel stressed, ever. They should be having fun at all times. I was one of the lucky ones. I had a really good childhood, thankfully. And you gotta enjoy your childhood while you have it. It don't last very long. Oh, we got one more. Well, there's another one over there too. I guess we'll do the other one as well then. One pretty close by. Gerard and Ramona. Snowball fights over. Reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2. Or, not Advance 2, it's like Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, I mean. When you start the game, at the beginning of the game there's a snowball fight. That's like lyrics from a song. Memories are the best I've ever had. What is that song from? I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Memories are the best I've ever had. I know the song, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, Mad World. That's what it is. Mad World. Mard's got me singing, or got me thinking about Mad World now. I was rambling earlier, now I'm talking about a song. But his line kind of reminded me of that. Bear such powerful emotion. She should be saying that to Bertrand, since he is actually a bear. Oh yeah, does Bertrand shit in the woods? Since he's a bear? Altalinde and Unifi. Unifi's talking to an elf chick. Yeah, Elheim has got a bunch of trees everywhere. Wow, that's gotta suck. Especially in Bastorius. Freezing cold. Oh, Mirard saved her. They should have put penguin knights in this game, guys. It'd been awesome to see penguins. A penguin unit. A little like penguin knight with like a shield and a sword. That'd have been so cool. Or be like Suikoden 5 and have like beavers. Cloud watching. Sounds like a bad. That seems like a bad place to do cloud watching, considering how cold it is. You in the like a snow area, you want to be moving around at all times. You don't want to stay still in the cold, because then you're going to get more cold, which will lead to frostbite. You want to stay active, stay moving at all times when you're in a cold environment.
It's not easy keeping my shelves stocked, but I do what I can to make a living. Thanks, Emil. Come on.
Alright guys, I'm in the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode later. We have 123 hours in the game. But there were times where I left my PlayStation on, so probably about 115 hours. So more than most people put in this game. But I bet a lot of people just skip the rapport conversations. Didn't really do them. You know, I'm probably the only one that did them. We're narrowing them down though, we're almost done. Like, we don't have too much more left to do. Probably 2 or 3 more episodes and we'll be done. But yeah, thanks for watching. Later.